from storyflo. This is your daily audio brief. Chloe, August 25th. 10 stories evidence-led. No fluff, small inputs compound. Let's get into it. First, from haveyourcakelizprueitt. Kasekuchen German-style cheesecake. Hello, I have several types of cheesecakes on Hawaii so far, but I believe one cannot have too many. There's this incredible Basque cheesecake if you like ultra-rich and creamy Nicola lambs, ricotta, and hazelnut chocolate chip cake, and the classic American-style Tartine Cheesecake that we serve at Manufactory, made with an oat cookie crust. There's also this Whole-lemon Cheesecake for when you have access to Meyer lemons. The entire lemon is blended, skin and all, into the filling and baked on a cookie-crumb crust. Next, second from Leela. Granular, savory, crispy, beefy. I just finished the piece on grill marks, and it's basically an essay, not a study. So no data tables, just the author's reflections. They argue the main reason we chase those dark lines is visual. We do it because it looks grilled, not because it adds flavor. The writer points out that the caramelized edges do give a bit of texture, but the marks themselves don't magically make meat tastier. It's more about the Maillard reaction on the surface, which happens whether or not you see the stripes. Bottom line, if you love the look, go for it, but don't expect the marks to be the secret to better flavor. It's a small aesthetic habit rather than a culinary breakthrough. Up next, third from Lindsay Mack's Complexity Edge. What if your depression is telling the truth? There's a moment familiar to a lot of neurocomplex people. The gifted kid who never stopped being gifted. The autistic adult who finally got diagnosed at 34. The ADHD brain that never stopped noticing everything at once, all the time since childhood. A therapist or a well-meaning friend or an app on your phone asks you to rate your mood and gently suggests you might be catastrophizing. But what if you're just cataloging? I want to make a case that will sound dangerous to some clinicians and like relief to some of you. Some depression isn't a malfunction. And then, fourth from Off Grid with Marjorie, Wildcraft 2020. 60823 Off Grid with Marjorie. Yes, the solar panels are up on the roof and getting wired up. I have been focusing on getting food, power, and water set up within 3 months, and I am mostly on target with that. How can I do it so fast? I have done it quite a few other times. I head over to the cavies and they are so cute. I give them agi dulce, which are small sweet peppers. My friend Mowgli grew them. Cavies need vitamin C. Growing out a big patch of peppers is on the list of things to do. Next, fifth from Tell Me 3 Good Things. 24 August 2020. 3 Good Things. Have you noticed that the light is changing? I've been seeing it for a while now, but I keep pretending it's not happening. It's happening. Lately, I'm waking up to deep in skies and rushing to sneak in a walk after dinner. The days are decidedly shorter in the northern hemisphere as summer fades, and it's tugging at my heart. I love the long summer days, always have. I love waking up to light in my eyes. I love the spaciousness and expanse of extra daylight hours, and the way it feels like possibility around every corner. So I'm always a little bit sad as the end of August nears. Up next, sixth from Died Suddenly Substack. Noah's Ark may have just been found. Now comes the final test. We are thrilled to share with our followers that we have been vigorously working behind the scenes on a huge project since last November. But you're probably wondering, how did the Died Suddenly team go from COVID vaccines and fibrous clots to Noah's Ark? It all began with a deeply personal mission. Last November, God laid the story of Noah's Ark heavily on the heart of Died Suddenly producer Lauren Witzk. I can't explain it, and I don't know why. I just feel like God wanted me to do this, Lauren said of the encounter. And then, seventh from Before It Breaks. Ashwagandha calmed me down. That's not the same as treating ADHD. You read the thread and felt seen. Racing thoughts gone by week 1. Sleep by week 2. Fog lifting. The 2 p.m. crash vanishing. The emotional spikes softening, all in a clean order, like watching a broken system come back online. I get why it lands. There's a quieter reading of that same story, and it's the one that protects you. Feeling calmer is real. It is not the same as treating ADHD, and the tidy week-by-week order is the exact shape relief takes when you're paying close attention and hoping hard. Next, eighth from Vinay Prasad's Observations and Thoughts. Should we ban pre-med and medical student research? I share this sentiment, and have been making a similar argument for 10 plus years. One of my early papers showed that medical school and early residency publications have no predictive value over who will have a research career that is continue publishing and fellowship. Since then, others have confirmed and extended this finding. Of course, you can't criminalize research, but the feeling is right. The bulk of this research is slop. It has no scientific value. It is not the best use of a student's time. That's the read. Small inputs, compounding results. Back tomorrow. New here? Grab your own free feed at storyflo.com. It only takes a few seconds.